Russia has been invading Ukraine for the past 2 years now. This have changed things all around the world. But one place where it changed everything was Europe. As Russia's main importer, many nations have since then shifted their trade routes, relation, and started new lines of business. So today, we are looking at the European economy after Russia's war on Ukraine. Welcome to this in-depth analysis that discusses the far-reaching and complex economic consequences brought about by the Russia-Ukraine war on Europe. The invasion of Ukraine by Russia has not only escalated geopolitical tensions, but has also set in motion a complex web of economic disruptions that affected the whole continent. In this video, we will take a look at the impacts of this conflict, informing you through statistics and insights, and helping you understand how this crisis has reshaped trade dynamics, energy markets, and the overall economic landscape of Europe. Trade disruptions and vulnerabilities. The Russia-Ukraine war sent shockwaves through the European Union's trade relationships, leading to immediate disruptions and future uncertainties. While the overall trade volume between the EU and Russia may appear relatively modest, closer examination reveals significant variations among EU member states. Take the Central and Eastern European countries as an example. These nations, including Hungary, Slovenia, and Latvia, have emerged as particularly vulnerable due to their heavy reliance on Russia as a trading partner. This dependence exposes them to significant risks, including supply chain disruptions and reputational damage, particularly in sectors like machinery and foodstuff exports. Consider the imposition of trade sanctions by the EU on specific sectors, such as arms, dual-use goods, aviation, and space industries. While these sanctions have had a limited scope, the exclusion of Russian banks from SWIFT has substantially escalated trade costs. Despite trade with Russia constituting a minor share of the EU's total, specific countries like Latvia and Lithuania remain deeply interconnected. For instance, Latvia relies on Russia for over 40% of its foodstuff exports. This concentration of vulnerabilities in specific industries emphasizes the need for a comprehensive approach to strengthen economic resilience across the EU. Before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. Energy dependence and rising prices. Energy dependence on Russia has been a long-standing concern for Europe, and the conflict further stressed this vulnerability, placing certain countries at risk of supply disruptions. The Central and Eastern European countries, as previously mentioned, heavily rely on Russian natural gas imports, making them vulnerable to interruptions. This situation is mirrored in countries like Germany and Italy, which are significant importers of Russian gas and face the dual threat of energy shortages and rising prices. However, the impact extends beyond direct energy dependency. The conflict triggered global energy market turbulence, causing oil and natural gas prices to rise to unprecedented levels. The European Central Bank's warning about the escalating inflation of energy prices underscores the broad implications of these price hikes. This inflation is poised to affect households and energy-intensive industries, particularly in Central and Eastern European countries and economies with energy-intensive sectors like Finland, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Furthermore, the repercussions extend to sectors reliant on critical raw materials. A prime example is the automotive industry's dependence on palladium from Russia. The disruption in commodity prices and trade flows poses a genuine risk of supply chain interruptions, potentially rippling through various industries. Economic disparities and unity. The diverse economic vulnerabilities among EU member states underscore the need for a collective response to ensure unity and equitable recovery. The aftermath of the Russia-Ukraine conflict demands a coordinated approach that considers the multifaceted impacts on political cohesion and economic stability, especially in countries within the Central and Eastern European (CEE) region and other directly affected areas. Tailored strategies are crucial to fortify economic resilience. Addressing these challenges effectively requires strategic measures. While the immediate economic costs may be limited on a broader scale, potential sector-specific repercussions cannot be ignored. Precise interventions such as enhancing supply chain resilience, diversifying energy sources, and fostering innovation are essential for sustained recovery. Boosting supply chain resilience is vital to counter disruptions caused by the conflict. Developing alternative routes and contingency plans can mitigate risks and ensure the steady flow of essential goods. Diversifying energy sources by reducing dependence on Russian energy imports and transitioning to renewable options can mitigate vulnerability. Fostering innovation can drive transformative economic growth. Investment in research and development can reduce reliance on unstable regions for critical raw materials, securing a stable supply chain. Collaborative efforts across sectors and countries, especially among energy-intensive economies, can expedite technologies that promote sustainable growth. The Russia-Ukraine conflict highlights the significance of a united European response to geopolitical challenges. Unity within the EU is vital for economic stability and security. By learning from this crisis, Europe can emerge as a more resilient entity, equipped to face future challenges collectively. What lies ahead? Effectively addressing the economic consequences of the Russia-Ukraine conflict demands a full strategy encompassing immediate actions and long-term visions. Prioritizing energy source diversification, energy security, and strengthening intra-European trade partnerships are vital components. The EU's reduction of reliance on Russian energy imports and the expansion of renewable energy capacities are critical steps to enhance resilience against potential energy shocks. Channeling investments into research and innovation holds the key to economic transformation, reducing the EU's dependence on vital resources from geopolitically unstable regions. Collaborative endeavors, especially among energy-intensive economies, can fast-track technological advancements, fostering sustainable growth and fortifying long-term economic resilience. The Russia-Ukraine conflict serves as a stark reminder of the imperative of a united European response to prevailing geopolitical challenges. As the global landscape continually evolves, the unity and cooperation within the EU remain cornerstone elements in safeguarding economic stability and ensuring collective security. In conclusion, the Russia-Ukraine war has had profound and multidimensional economic impacts on Europe and the whole world. And as Europe seeks to rebuild and fortify its economic foundations, the lessons learned from this crisis underscore the significance of proactive measures to avoid future shocks. These were the effects of the war on the European economy, but how was the impact of the war on Russia itself? Watch this video to find out